In this lecture, we'll discuss a result which helps us in establishing whether a equilibrium point is unstable or not. So we had seen the Lyapunov's direct and indirect theorems, which helped us in establishing stability of equilibrium point. We also saw how invariance principle can be suitably modified to establish stability of an equilibrium point. So today we'll discuss a result which will help us in establishing whether a given equilibrium point of a system is unstable or not. Okay, so the result that we'll discuss is known as Satyr's instability theorem. So what this does is, around the equilibrium point of interest, it will try to find a region where the function v. I mean, we here also will construct a function v. Okay, so it will try to find a region around the equilibrium point where the function v would be such that it will have a tendency to grow. So v dot will be basically positive. Okay, and if that happens in a certain region, that indicates that in those regions the trajectories have a tendency to move away from the equilibrium point. Okay, so let's see what the result is, and prior to seeing what the result is, we'll see how the set around the equilibrium point is identified for the study of the instability of the equilibrium point. Okay, so let v be a function that maps from D to R, and please mind that we are still concerned about systems of this form where x of t belongs to D and D is a subset of Rn, and origin is the equilibrium point which belongs to D. Okay, so let v be a function that maps from D to R, and let that be continuously differentiable function on the domain D, which is a subset of Rn. Zero lies in the domain D. Okay, and suppose the function that you have chosen is such that at 0 v of 0 is 0. Okay, and there is a point x0. Okay, there is a point x0 in D that is arbitrarily close to the origin. Okay, so x0 is a point which is arbitrarily close to the origin, such that at that particular point v of x0 is positive. Okay, at that particular point v of x0 is positive. So there is a point which is arbitrarily close to the origin, and at that particular point v of x0 is positive. As of now, we have not said whether v is positive definite or v is negative definite and so on. Till now, whatever we have done, we are just saying that v is a continuously differentiable function in the domain of interest, and the origin, which is the equilibrium point under consideration, is also a part of the domain, and this function v is such that it is 0 at 0, and in this domain D you will be able to find x0 that is arbitrarily close to this origin. It's not exactly on origin but arbitrarily close to the origin, and the value that v takes at this particular point x0 is a positive value. Okay, that much what we are seeing about function v as of now. Now, suppose you choose some r greater than 0 such that b r, so this ball that you are going to construct is around the point 0 0, is x in Rn, which are at a distance less than r from the origin. Okay, and you have to choose this r such that this ball is contained in D. Okay, so this essentially means that BR0 is a subset of D. Okay, it is contained in D. Now find another set. So let U be a set where it contains points from the ball that you have identified. And what are those points? They are points where V of x is positive. Okay, so what you did was, suppose this is the domain D, which has origin, and suppose you chose a ball of radius, so a ball of radius r, so this is your BR. Okay, inside this you are trying to find a set where V of x is basically positive. Okay, now the set U, let's say, is going to look like this. So this shaded blue region, let's say, is the set U. Okay, the shaded blue region is the set U. Now the set U that you come up here is a non-empty set contained in BR. Okay, so this is a non-empty set. Why? Because you have said that suppose there is a point arbitrarily close to the origin where V of x0 is going to be greater than 0. So there is at least one point in U. So U is not going to be empty set. Okay, now what is the boundary of U? Once you have a set, the boundary of the set U is the surface V of x equal to 0. Okay, is this, and the sphere norm of x equal to r. Also, since V of 0 is 0, origin lies on the boundary of U, but very well inside the ball BR. Okay, so what we have done till now, after we have chosen a V, next is what we do is we choose R such that the ball centered at origin is contained in the domain D, and inside this ball we find a set of points where V will always map to a positive real number. Okay. Now, so this set that we find out, the U set that we find out, is going to be a non-empty subset because there is at least one point that is there, and there would be many more points as well. Now, what is the boundary of U? Boundary of U is basically the surface where V of x is going to be 0, and of course the boundary of the ball. Okay, because on the boundary of the ball, you might have x where v is positive, where v maps to a positive real number. But anyways, you are taking points from BR, so you cannot cross that boundary. So the boundary, so the sphere of radius R is also a part of the boundary of U. Okay, the boundary of U is basically a part of the surface where Vx is 0 and a part of the sphere where sphere of radius are centered at origin. So this is what the construction is, and by definition of V, because V of 0 is 0, the origin lies on the boundary of U. Okay, it's a boundary point of view. It is not on U. Okay, it's a boundary of U, and but it is inside the ball BR that has been defined. Okay, so we have done our construction. So we have a V which has certain properties. We are able to find a region which satisfies these properties. Now let's see with these properties how can we proceed to see whether the equilibrium point, which is origin in this case, can be established to be unstable. Okay, so let x equal to 0 be a equilibrium point for the autonomous system x dot equal to f of x. Okay, I am not explicitly writing what are the conditions of f and so on. So for our case, f is Lipschitz on D. Okay, let v be a function that maps from D to R. Let this be a continuously differentiable function such that v of x0 is positive for some x0 arbitrarily small, so or I can say arbitrarily close to origin, and of course x0 needs to be in the domain D. Define a set U as described. So whatever we had the description for U, and suppose that v dot of x is positive in U. In the set U, v dot of x is positive, the U that you have found out. Okay, not positive semi-definite, it's saying it is positive. Then origin is unstable. Why? V dot x being positive indicates that V will have a tendency to grow. So if you start at Vx0, which is already positive, and if V dot is positive in the set U, then any initial condition, if for initial condition x0, V of x0 being positive with V dot also being positive, V will grow. Now this growing V will essentially indicate that norm of x is on, I won't say norm of x, to indicate that the evolution of x is such that it is moving away from the origin, which would indicate that the origin is unstable. Okay, so see, for instability of equilibrium point, it just suffices to show that there exists at least one initial condition arbitrarily close to the origin, such that if you start there, your trajectories will have a tendency to move away from the origin. Okay, and this is exactly what the theorem is stating. Now, what you should note here is we are not saying the function v has to be positive definite. I mean, we don't need necessarily that v has to be positive. It just has to satisfy those properties that we had. Okay, so notice that there is no positive definite condition on v, on the function v itself. Also, the point that is arbitrarily closed that we chose, right, x0, that is in u, as by definition v of x0 is greater than 0. Okay, so what this is trying to establish is that if you can find a point that is arbitrarily close to the origin and identify a region that contains that initial point where v dot is positive, then the origin is unstable. Okay, so suppose you have the equilibrium point as origin, just find some point which is arbitrarily close to the origin. Okay, and then you try to find a region that contains that initial point, and in that region, if you can show that the v dot is going to be positive, then the system will be unstable. So you just have to find that region that contains that initial condition. That's it, and then you are done. Okay, so this is what is the Satyr's instability theorem. You can look up for examples in the book by Nonlinear Systems by Hassan Khalil, uh, or Nonlinear System Analysis by Professor Vidyasagar. So we'll stop here, and we'll stop here. Thank you.